Hello everyone, this is Renewed. I wrote a poem, and I don't have a name for it. So, just going to go ahead and read it, and that's going to be that. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that same God who is, and who was, and who is to come, is, was, and will forever be the author and creator of all things. And in God being an author, He found it necessary to create me. And in creating me, He not only mapped out my destiny, but He also wrote my love story. And in the womb, God gave me a vision that I would one day understand. And that spiritual vision was Him. And at 20 years old, as I flip through the pages of the Bible, I search for Him. I look at myself in the mirror, and I look at the reflection of my soul. And I wonder who else this reflection belongs to. Who's supposed to be the perfect match to complement this woman of God staring back at me? And I look at my hands and wonder whose were meant to fit perfectly laced with mine, whose arms are meant to perfectly wrap around me, whose soul is one day supposed to be tied to mine. And so I continue flipping through the pages of the Bible, searching for not only your characteristics, but learning on what type of woman I need to be in preparation of a man that is a reflection of me. And I would picture us together in my mind. And there we would stand, God, you and me, as the Holy Trinity, God in three different entities. For God will reside both in you and me, and we would carry Him in our spirits all the days of our lives. And as our souls began to intertwine, and your thoughts were not simply yours, but they will also become mine. And it's hard to believe that it was in God's plan to create you just for me, or rather create me just for you, or rather create us for each other. And God has once again left me speechless. And I'm sitting waiting patiently as I flip through the pages of the Bible, waiting until my God-created disciple comes and calls me by name, waiting until that good and faithful servant of the Lord addresses me as the woman of God who does not complete Him, but the woman that complements Him, waiting for the man who is whole in God, who is not looking for his other half, who understands that it's not half plus half equals 1, but knows that the actual math will be 1 plus 1 equals 1. And so I sit as the young lady in waiting, flipping through the pages of the Bible, being that Proverbs 31 woman, and allowing God to purify me while I'm waiting for my king to call me by name like Esther, yet being a woman who handles her business like Ruth. If only the blood that flows through my veins and touches my heart could often be the ink in my pen that caresses the paper that struggles to tell you my story of trial and error, my story of a hard lesson learned and patience, my story of love being awakened before its time. And I continue to read, to seek, to be a vessel until the Lord opens my eyes to my Boaz as He sees me taking care of business and allows me to be purified and allow my king to find favor in me. And I see that this man's spirit every time I look in the mirror, for he will be a reflection of God, and God resides within my temple. So every time I see myself, I see the spirit of my man of God. So I continue to sit and wait and be about my Father's business, waiting for my king to call me by name.